This is a Golf Mark 6, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. And I've got it in for an ambient light install today, but it's a little bit of a different one. So previously I've done two Mark 6 Golf videos. They were both fiber optic. One was just the front, the other one was then the front and rear doors as well. But now I have gone ahead and done an install with the LED bead kit. The car's already done, which is good, and I know that everything's gone smoothly. So I wanted to do this video as kind of a little bit of a thing to show the differences between doing the fiber optic kit and doing the normal LED bead kit. I will leave a link in the description down below, or put a card up here showing the other installs, and where I'll go a bit more in depth on how to remove everything. In this video, I'm going to mostly recap on the things that I have to do with regards to getting this LED bead kit installed. But one thing I will say is doing this does show me that you can easily look at doing the Symphony kit as well. So a link for that will be in the description down below, as well as a link in the description down below for the pros and cons of each type of the ambient lighting kits that are universal. But right, without further ado, let's jump into looking around this car and stripping it apart to do the install. Let's go. So I'm going to run through this very quickly. Once you get this panel off, you've got some T30s to take off. One in here, one there, and one just at the bottom right there. That's how you take the front doors off. With the rear doors, we've got just one up here, second one there, and then another one again at the bottom. So take those off and we'll be able to deal with all the ambient lighting next. So here's the difference basically between wiring up the front and the rears. The rear here, we're tapping into the grey for the live and the brown and white for the earth. That's on the window light switch. Whereas on the fronts, we're tapping into the main thick wires here. The red is the live and the brown is the earth. And so these are the little modules that we use inside of each door. So I'm just going to get the other end set up with the T-connector parts here, and then that will all be ready. Here's what we want to do to get the LED bead strip to come through on the front. Just in this gap area here, if you slide this forward through, it's a bit awkward to do with one hand, so I might need to use two. So you can see just here, I've got it coming through, and on the other side, you can see it's there. So if I just hold this here, I can pull it all forward, through. Voila. Once you bring it all the way out, we can readjust it so it gets pushed back in. And now we can take our time with getting this all the way across. Need to cut a little piece off at the end here, so I'm just going to measure that up and give that a quick cut. And so with the back end of this now, got the little connector connected up. I've got that stuck in underneath there, and then this guy is ready to basically get connected up. So let's go with this part. There we go, that is connected up there. And get the other connector on, get the door handle on, then this whole door card can be put back on. With the rear door, it's very much in the same place, just over here. Sliding that through, brings it out over here. So if I just bring it all the way out, and then we can tuck it back in, press it all into place, and then cut it off where we need to. Right everyone, so the first step we got to do to removing, well, getting access to the interior parts is lifting up this panel, which will give us access to the two T20s just here. There's the first one. That's the second one off. Just move the screw somewhere to the side for the time being. Then we can lift this whole panel up, disconnect the cables on each side, and then that piece is out. This gives us access to the cigarette light wires, the live and earth, which is just over here. The grey, you can use this as an ignition live if you want to attach a relay. These lights, they ideally want a good strong 12-volt live and earth for the main command light, so we want to really use these two just over here only. The other thing we're going to do is remove the side panels just on the sides. There's one T20 on each top corner, and then you'll be able to slide them out. Reason why we want to do that is because it makes putting in the footwell lights and everything else a lot easier. So I'm just gonna remove them now. It can be done. It's just over here, this side. There we go. So everyone, what I've done is I've put the strip through across nicely, cut it down and took the wiring through underneath here, and at the moment you can see it dangling because I'm just sorting out all the wiring. I've done the same on the other side and you can see the wire dangling down, and it's come across in through here. And then with the main live and earth from this module, I've just connected it up. Now I haven't tidied it all away because I wanted you all to see it as it is, but the next step is basically going to be me putting in the footwell lights and then buttoning up everything here and then tucking away all the wiring nicely. That way I know how much flex I have with all the wiring, what can move around, how much further down this goes, and just ease up on myself on the stress of putting too much tension on any of the wires. And once you've got everything put back in, you guys can all see just how this looks. And by the way, this is with it being this bright in the garage. And as you guys know, the car is basically all finished up, done and dusted. I'm super happy with the results. In fact, I think it's completely transformed this car's interior. It's definitely a step above the fiber optic kit. It's given a lot more cleaner of a line. And without going for the Symphony kit, it just keeps everything nice and simple. You can select all the colors as you'd like, and yeah, everything works great. If you would like to get in touch with me with getting your car install done, hit me up on Instagram. There will be a website up soon. That'll probably be the best way to do installation bookings, but that's still in the progress. So hopefully by the time this video has been released or you're watching it, that website is already live and that'll be linked here as well. But yeah, everyone, I look forward to seeing you all in a new video. Please subscribe to the channel if you find any kind of car content interesting. I'm not just going to keep focusing on ambient light installs, although it is my main bread and butter. There's a lot of other car content that I am going to be doing, including car projects and all sorts. So yeah, everyone, hopefully I'll see you in the new video. Give this video a like if you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if I could have done anything differently. And I'll see you all in another one. Peace out. Bye.